everyone. Today I thought I would take you through my little autumn winter night routine because it is something I very rarely show, and that's because I love showing you guys my morning routine. It's where I get all of my healthy habits and my productive stuff out of the way for the day, and there are so many videos on my channel and different vlogs you can watch where you can see little glimpses of that. So when it comes to my night routine, really it's all about coziness, winding down, taking things a bit slower, and just adding a little bit of luxurious me time to the mix, because all throughout the day and all in the morning I've been super busy getting stuff done. The clocks actually changed last night, so we are very much into winter time. It's going to be really dark soon, and now that we're starting on a cozy little Sunday evening, I actually thought I'd try something new and go for a sound bath. I've done this once before and I've never really given myself the time to do it again, even though my gym literally does them. So I thought, why not? Let's go right now. I've got a cozy little set on, and then when I come back, we're going to be doing all sorts of things with just self-care, having a cozy, nice little evening, and I am going to take you guys along with me because we are all about romanticizing life. With that being said, let's get right into it and go for this sound bath. I've settled back home now, guys. Put my cute little loungewear set on, and these, what are they called? They're called heat holders, and they're really fluffy socks, and I'm obsessed. Best investment ever. It was freezing cold until I put these on. Okay, so first like proper sound bath experience in my evening routine. I'm gonna be completely honest, it's not like my new favorite thing that I would do regularly, because I feel like going somewhere to just lie down and breathe deeply for a whole hour isn't something I would want to like do on a regular basis, and doesn't really fit with my life. I'd rather do it at home. However, it was a fun, like, different change of pace, and I feel like I would do it here and there. In the beginning, I feel like I felt quite uncomfortable physically, and also just mentally I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, and I'm also stuck here for another hour. But after like 15 minutes, I felt really relaxed. I was really in the swing of things. I was loving the sounds and the breathing. I ended up falling deep asleep for 30 minutes. By the time I just woke up naturally, I realized I'd been sleeping like that the whole time. And yeah, it was nice. I feel like by the time I'd woken up, I actually felt really zen and relaxed and peaceful, and it just brought me right back down here after having somewhat of a chaotic day, which you guys haven't seen. But today, you know, I did like my full morning routine, all of my healthy habits, which you guys see in all of my vlogs, and then I've just been working back to back all day until I switched the camera on today. Now what's left on the rest of the agenda is baking some cookies, because I'm still very much in my baking era as well, and I genuinely enjoy it so much. At least once a week I will bake something for the both of us, and it's just such a nice addition, and also a really nice activity that I genuinely enjoy. And then many cozy things after that. But for now, I want to give a big thank you to BetterHelp, who is the paid partner of today's vlog. BetterHelp is an online therapy service that are all about making therapy as easy, convenient, and comfortable for you as possible. And I think that's so important, because myself and so many other people I know had these preconceived ideas of what therapy was and what kind of person with what kind of lifestyle do you need to be to even try to pursue therapy. And then on top of that, even if you did decide you wanted to, you never quite know where to start. And that's exactly where I found myself. Therapy, like with any other thing in life, is simply just a process of trial and error and figuring out what's right for you. And for that reason, it's so important to give yourself the time and patience in going on that journey to try and get yourself to a comfortable position when it comes to building a relationship with your therapist and actually getting comfortable in your weekly therapy routine. Once I signed up to BetterHelp and got my therapist on there, the whole process was so easy. All I had to do was go on the website, fill out a quick questionnaire on my specific needs and problems that I was going through, and then I got matched to my therapist in 24 hours, but for most people, you get matched to a therapist specifically suited to your needs in most cases in 48 hours. And then you get to schedule your therapy session on your terms. You can do it via video call, phone call, text message, completely on your schedule. I personally knew I found the right therapist the first time with BetterHelp because unlike past experiences I had, they actually gave me tools, practical methods, and pathways to help guide me through my problem rather than your average therapist that just keeps asking you questions to explain how you feel. And that's exactly why BetterHelp offers their therapist match commitment. BetterHelp matches members on their preferences, on BetterHelp's own clinical experience, and over a decade of matching expertise using a powerful data-driven algorithm. With 72% of clients experiencing a reduction in symptoms and 82% saying they would recommend their therapist to others. Plus, if whatever therapist you got matched to isn't quite the right fit, which can be super normal in therapy, so don't feel bad about it, BetterHelp allows you to switch to an extra therapist at no extra cost, which is so nice because then you just get matched to another one really quickly. You don't have to ask around for recommendations, you don't have to find different clinics in your area. It's so convenient and majority of the work is all done for you. Me and Chai both recommend that you try out therapy because it is truly the best favor you can do for yourself, and you owe it to yourself to at least try it out once. We've eaten our dinner and started our show. We're currently watching Scandal, by the way, guys, which I watched when it came out like a decade ago, I think, and I was obsessed. And I just felt like rewatching something because I'm such a show rewatcher, and Boyf has never seen it. And I am notorious for always putting him on to the best TV because I am an extreme TV watcher and he did not grow up the same way. Anyways, cookies are now baked and cooled. They look phenomenal. I did rush putting them on here, so they're not like the perfect shape, but they actually came out great. Now, I doubled up the ingredients so that it would make 20 cookies instead of 12. But then I kind of just ended up making just 12 massive cookies. I mean, insane. I sprinkled a little bit of sea salt and extra chocolate chips on every single cookie. They look so good. As always, it's filled with healthy ingredients. They are anti-inflammatory, they are dairy-free, sugar-free, and gluten-free as well, and they have the softest texture. I know they might look crunchy, but actually they're just really airy and light. So now we are gonna eat our cookies and watch probably another episode of Scandal before I tune in to my little self-care evening. Recently, my perfect night routine where I take things a little bit slower and invest more time into my self-care always contains a bubble bath. Weirdly, I was never a big bubble bath girl before, but it's really symbolized the fact that I can pour into myself and I'm allowed to rest for extended periods of time without having to do anything to earn it. My evenings always used to look like prepping for the next day and it just being super chaotic. So this has been a very much needed change in pace and has done a lot, not only for my mental health, but also for my abundance mindset and manifesting and attracting the life that I want, which is one of ease, luxury, and self-care. I'm super excited for this bubble bath because I'm getting to use my new neon bath products, the magnesium bath milk and the perfect night foaming bath product. I'm so glad I was able to restock on my neon products because they've been my favorite forever, but I just always end up restocking my bath with whatever products are nearby. But this is a game changer. My entire bathroom smelled like a spa, and it just reminded me that I should just keep investing in the best bath products, because if you're going to do something, do it right and make it elevated, of course. I also got to use my Lush bath bombs that I invested in a while ago. I stocked up on a few so that every single time I have a bath, when I do choose to do it, it's a little bit more fun. Lighting all my candles makes the mood just right, and then I topped off the bath with the Laura Mercier honey bath. Just the ritual of doing this with the little tool it comes with is so fun and the perfect way to end a bath. I of course added in some Epsom bath salts as well and then hopped right in. Normally I put on a little bit of spa music or maybe I'll be on my iPad, but honestly this one, it was just me in silence in the warmth, and I loved it, and it just calmed me down after what was truly a really busy work day. After my bath, I headed over to my desk to do some evening journaling. This isn't something I always do. As you guys know, I love to do my healthy habits in the morning, so I get it all done then. Most mornings, I like to journal in both my growth and manifest journal, but for whatever reason, if I haven't had time to do both, I always do the growth one in the morning because it helps set a productive tone for my day, gets my affairs in order, sets my goals, sets me off on the right foot to work. And then I always like to save my manifesting journal right before bed. There's so much neuroscience information on why manifesting before bed when you're in a more relaxed, sleepy state is more effective at making your manifestations come true. So that's why I like to do this, but also it's just a great way to end off the day. Today I decided to do my abundance mindset page since I was kind of already on a roll with that with my really nice slow night routine. And then I also decided to do my law of detachment page. I can never just stop at one page with my manifestation journal. Once I get on a roll with writing about my desires and living in my future self mind and state, I'm literally on a roll and I cannot stop. I felt so inspired, and it was just a great reminder to end the day of what I'm doing this all for, where I want to go, and it made sure that I'm ending the day in the most positive, high frequency I possibly can. Then it's straight into the bathroom to start with brushing my teeth and doing my full skincare routine, which this whole process just takes a long while, but it's fully worth it and has brought so many benefits to me. And I've just learned to enjoy the process and just sit with it and not try to rush it, knowing that I'm doing the best for my skin, for my oral health care. And right after I jump into bed, this as well, just by adding a few new things, but also changing the way that I get into bed and all of the little rituals I have around it, has truly just changed the game and elevated the entire process so that I actually feel excited getting into bed. I always make sure my neon candle is lit right before I even start my skincare, so it's ready, the room smells like a spa. And once I come in, I like to spray my little Elemis lavender bed spray, another thing that helps you get to sleep. My drowsy eye mask is a game changer. I have 2 of these and truly best sleep ever, but it also really helps protect your skin while you sleep. I highly recommend you guys look into it. It is so much better than your average eye mask that you could get anywhere. And then I have my Hatch sleep alarm. This is one of the best things I've ever spent money on for my sleep. Right now I have the sleep routine on, so I have it emit this red light. You can change the light to whatever you want. And then I've just got a campfire sound for my going to bed sleep sound. And then I have a bunch of routines in the morning, so it will wake me up at around 7 a.m. And again, I'm just excited to go to sleep. I try to read in bed where I can if I get into bed early enough. This evening I started a brand new book I just got, which I've been wanting to read for ages, which is Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. I'm obsessed with Ryan Holiday's books on stoicism, so this has been on my list for a long time. And then it was time to put on my eye mask, listen to my campfire sounds as I fall asleep. This is a timer on it for 10 minutes, and that's all. Good night, and I'll see you in the next one.